Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm doing another speed build. A few months ago I did Rachel and Monica's apartment from Friends, and at the time I said I wanted to try Joey and Chandler's apartment, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm going into this without having seen anyone else's videos on YouTube on Joey and Chandler's apartment. I didn't want to have anybody else's sort of influence. I didn't want to have any kind of preconceived ideas of what I was going to do before I went into this. I did it kind of blindly, so hopefully it's good. There might be some better ones out there, but I'm pretty happy with it. There are some things that are pretty hard to accomplish, but I think it looks pretty good for the most part. I did the layout of the apartment off camera because it took me a really long time to do, and it's not that interesting. So the layout, the floor plan was done ahead of time, and now I'm starting with the kitchen. They've got a lot of clutter in their apartment, lots of like food and like little containers and bottles and condiments and just all types of things, cereal. So I put just a bunch of clutter around their kitchen. I think the kitchen is pretty spot on. It's a cluttered apartment, but not nearly as cluttered as Rachel and Monica's. That one was a lot of work, and it took me probably a total of 4 hours, and this one only took me about 45 minutes actually. So it didn't take me nearly as long. It was actually a little bit easier as well. Some things, I guess I just picked things a lot faster than I did in the other build, and for some reason it came together a lot better. I don't think it looks better though. I think that Monica and Rachel's is probably better than this one, but I'm still pretty happy with this. I think it looks pretty accurate, it looks pretty good. I have not uploaded it to the gallery yet as I'm doing this voiceover, but I will afterwards. So you can download it. It's my origin ID is SimQueen 1992. So I put the foosball table in because, I mean, how can you not? Like, that is what pulls this whole thing together. And you know exactly what room you're looking at or what apartment you're looking at when you've got the foosball table in there. So I really wanted that to be a part of the apartment. Put like a little table there for their mail. And I put in the dartboard as well. Most things are quite accurate. I had to fill in a couple of things on my own, but I think it's looking pretty good and coming together. So for the entertainment unit, I was not able to, like there's really nothing, even in custom content, there was really nothing that I could use. So I kind of had to make my own. And that's kind of, to me, what makes it not look so much like their apartment. But there are things like this yellow couch here, which I've placed, that to me is a dead giveaway. I also put in a dog statue as well, which represents the dog. They called him Pat the dog. Who's kind of been with them for a really long time. I did include that. That's what he's supposed to represent. And the teddy bear on that little table there is supposed to be Hugsy, which is Joey's penguin teddy bear. So I included that as well. I tried to include little things like that from the show to just kind of make it, I don't know, just add a little bit more detail. So in the beginning of the show, they had carpet throughout their apartment. But after Monica and Rachel lose a bet and they have to trade apartments with Joey and Chandler, Monica wants to make the apartment better, so she puts hardwood in. And I think it looks a lot better after that. And so I decided to put hardwood in for this build as well. Added some like little posters throughout the build as well. But a lot of the Barca lounges were hard because there weren't really any chairs that looked exactly like the ones from the show. So I just used these two leather brown ones, put those in, and now you'll see me start to try to build this entertainment unit using countertop or the cupboards that we get. They're really meant for kitchens, but I decided to try to make something that looks like their entertainment unit. The story is Joey built it himself. It's actually supposed to be a little bit longer. It covers both of their doors a little bit. But I didn't want to do that in this because I thought it would look kind of silly and maybe not everybody would get why it looked like that. So I didn't get it to cover the doors, but realistically it would a little bit. So I did put a little table between the chairs there. I think I added the rug. I was thinking maybe I added it later, but maybe I do put it in now. I couldn't really find anything that looked exactly like the one they had, so I kind of played around with a few different designs and patterns and just decided on this like cream colored one. I think next I move on into the bathroom, which the layout of the bathroom actually does change throughout the story or throughout the show. It's not always the same. The one thing, there is like a little pause here, I'm well aware your video is not frozen. There is one thing that always stays the same is that when you walk in, the shower is right there. So the sink and the toilet, I thought it wouldn't really matter exactly where it was, but as long as I kept the shower right on the other side of the door, it would be fine. So in a second here, after this little glitch, which I'm not gonna edit out, is done, I think I start in on the bathroom. Didn't really do too much. I didn't clutter it up a lot. I think I put in like a towel rack and some like a little toothbrush holder. There's a joke in the show where a part where Joey is accidentally using Chandler's toothbrush, so I thought I'd put toothbrushes in there, and something on the back of the toilet tank as well. Really not too much going on in there. It's a pretty empty bathroom. And then I think I put a few things along that wall there, which we never really see because it's the side the show is filmed from. So I put a desk and I think a mini bar and a shelf. That's really it. Not much to look at. For Chandler's room, I did clutter it up a little bit. I thought it looked very Chandler by the time it was over. I think it looked pretty good. I put in a few like cluttery items, and since I do think of him as someone that is childish, I did put like a toy plane on his bed. His suits are hanging up there since he does work in like a fancy building downtown and he wears suits to work. Also, there's a part in the show where he is keeping a secret box at the back of his closet. I think we all know what's in that box, and so I even have that hidden in the closet. Just a few more random little clutter items. I did put a big poster at the end of his bed as well, and that's supposed to be Yasmin Bleeth from Baywatch, who he has a really big crush on, so I put that in there. And now in Joey's room, cluttered up with a whole bunch of stuff, random little knickknacks, things that don't make sense, and I think it looks pretty good. I did put some movie posters around as well because he is an actor, and I thought that would be kind of suiting. Also put his backpack in there because every time he goes to an audition, he brings his backpack with him, like a laundry hamper. And then I did put some clutter on the floor, like a little bit of mess and random stuff, just because I think he's kind of messy. So I included that as well. And now on the other side of the apartment, just adding a couple more things. I thought maybe a few more windows would make it a little more light. We never really see that side anyway, so I didn't think it would matter too much. But yeah, that is pretty much it for Joey and Chandler's apartment. If you enjoyed this speed build, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And let me know if you'd like to see maybe Phoebe's apartment or Central Perk or any of the other apartments, or basically any kind of scene that we would see in Friends, because I think that it would be fun to build a few more things, but let me know. Thanks for watching.